Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is going to be on Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Okay, now, I love everything Planet of the Apes. I love the lore, I love the original movies, and I've loved this new trilogy that they made now with this fourth movie. It's kind of a legacy. But I thought they've all been really well done, very well executed. And when we had that first trilogy, I thought it was done. You know, I thought it was a great beginning, a good backstory for the original movies. So when they announced this Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I got really excited because I want them to continue what they have done in this new iteration of the lore. And was it any good? Yes! It was awesome! This movie's fan-friggin-tastic and must be seen in the theater. You guys should rush out to see this if you're a fan of the newer movies that have come out. You know, it takes place what they call many generations later. I don't know exactly how many years per se, but I'm guessing hundreds of years. So, and it picked up right where it left off at War of the Planet of the Apes. And I thought it was brilliantly done. Now, that being said, I do think it was a little too long. I think they could have trimmed the fat a little bit on this movie, and it would have been, you know, a lot better if it was a lot tighter. But that's not saying that this movie isn't great. I mean, this movie is fabulous. I had a great time watching it. I was intrigued the entire time. There was not a lull in the story or anything like that. The character development of these apes that we're watching, it's not even really about humans anymore. It's about the apes. And I loved it. Thought it was very well written, very well executed, and probably I'd say my third favorite of the new franchise. I really enjoyed myself in this movie. I wasn't bored at any second. It was action-packed, and I was fully invested into the characters in this movie. So when things started happening to the characters in the movie, some bad things, I really felt the weight of it. And that's what a movie's supposed to do. And way this story picks up, you know, hundreds of years later, many generations later, whatever you want to say, I thought it was very well done as far as like continuing a story. Now, you know, most sequels, when you start getting into the third, fourth, and fifth movies, you know, they kind of go downward in the trajectory of quality. This one felt like another step up. I mean, these movies are just going upward trajectory just the way I like it. And I think this is going to be the beginning of a new trilogy, which I hope so. They kind of left it open-ended, though I was confused at the end a little bit about some of the things that happened. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. I really was left kind of confused, but also satisfied. When the movie ended, I felt like I just watched an epic film. And even though it was 2.5 hours long, which I think was a little long for this movie, I still felt like I could have watched more, if you know what I mean. They need to continue this. So hopefully there's 2 more movies coming out, which I think they are. They're going to continue this, especially if this movie is successful, which I do believe it will be. You know, all the reviews coming out have been great. And I don't base my opinion on other people's reviews. You know, there's a lot of movies that people hate that I love, and a lot of movies that people love that I hated. It's all subjective, and it's all what you think. But if you think that this new trilogy of movies that came out, you know, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War of the Planet of the Apes, if you like those movies, you're going to love this. It's a great continuation, and I'm fully invested again into this franchise, which I've grown up with my entire life. So I'm glad that they're continuing it on. And well done, guys. The special effects, story, directing, writing, just everything is superb. I mean, this movie is really a 10 out of 10 in my opinion as far as Planet of the Apes movies go. And a great addition to this year of great movies. So go out there and see this movie for yourself, because it's not all about what I think. What do you think? Have you seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? Do you plan on watching it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!